Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today in this video, I'm going to be specifically talking to you guys about specifically on why. I've not posted a video like this in a while, and I keep getting so many requests to make this, in total, and just really want to talk about this in a nutshell. And this is going to be like a topic video for you guys. This is not going to be, a straight up, 40-minute video, me talking about the exact same old thing over and over and over again. It's going to be more like a friend to friend, type, conversation. It's just going to be like a 5-minute video, just 5 to 6 minute video, talking to you guys about specifically on why Fortnite, why Fortnite Chapter 7 is why Fortnite Chapter 7 is the last ever chapter we will be getting, why could it possibly impact the future of the game. I keep getting so many requests to make this video because it's been a very, very I've been seeing, a lot of people, there's been a lot of videos that have been made about this, and it really does ring true, to me, to talk about it. And what kind of really caught my eye was when someone, could be, right about it. And, it is being actually confirmed, actually, as of lately, on X, formerly known as Twitter. They did say that, Fortnite Chapter, there's going to be a possibility that Fortnite Chapter 7 could be the last chapter that we could end up getting. And, this is starting to work out, and it's starting to piece together the roadmap for actually what we're getting for 2026, because the updates that we're going to be getting, that it's going to be that where they're due to be coming out this year, is going to be mind blowing, because we actually don't know what we're going to be getting yet, just by the leaks and the actual roadmap. But if I was to bet right now that the actual updates, the updates are going to be, very, because we managed to hit, when it comes down to, Fortnite Chapter, it just comes down to personal preference, really. And I was having a conversation about it with a mate of mine today, we're workmate today, and he did really make some very, very interesting pointers, about why that is. And it could, this could end up shocking a lot of people, that have been, especially for OG players, that have been playing the game ever since it started way back, including me, because I'm the guy. I'm one of those people that did start playing the game in 2020, in 2017, when it came first, and more actually jinxed that, because I started playing the game, on, I think the first, when it came out, September 27th, September 26th, 2017, and I started playing, Roblox, started playing Fortnite, like 3 days after release date, and I really, really enjoyed it, a lot, and it really, really, it was in this barrier, was in this this new game that we released. I thought to myself, what, I'm going to give that game a try, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was I thought it was very, very interesting. It was very, very good. It gave us, obviously, it was good. It was, it gave us this. Obviously, it was chapter 1, so obviously it gave us this nostalgic feeling. And then back in 2002, after many, many years, we had chapter 1, we had chapter 2, obviously, chapter 3, chapter 4, and then all the way through to the present day in chapter 7, season 1. To so many years, we had back to back, map changes, new based on in-game live events, we had like loads and loads of like in terms of updates and like in terms of like the UI, which I was not really a big fan of, like in Chapter 4. Like when Fortnite did it, I think it was Chapter 5. I can't remember, but I think it was Chapter 5. That I was not a big fan of the new like mechanics that Fortnite added. Like they did like the new uh I was not a big fan of the sliding mechanic that Fortnite added. In Chapter 3, it kind of grew on me, I guess, but I was not a big fan of the movement. Because there was like a lot of people did complain about it because you know it was kind of under me. Well, see, my first reaction with Chapter 5 was that the battle pass, everything about it, it was really good. Don't get it wrong, it was a really, really good battle pass. All the battle pass skins were great. I thought the actual map itself was very, very good. It did kind of obviously it does differentiate itself from Chapter 6 and also Chapter 7 itself, because Chapter 7 was probably the best, probably one of the, if not by far one of the best chapters because Fortnite did really, really bottle a lot of things up here. They did fix a lot of issues with well, obviously Chapter 6 really was that big of an upgrade. No, I didn't really play much Chapter 6 myself. I've been playing a lot of as of lately. I've been playing a lot of Chapter 7, and I really, really feel immersed. I'm literally feel like I'm really like in the action. I feel I feel like I am like in the game itself, and like it looks so good. Chapter 7. I like the new map changes. It's a smaller map, like obviously, and also I do like the new POIs. I do like you can become bosses on the island now. You can actually, it was like a feature that was being worked on. I don't know when they started first working on that feature. I can't actually remember, but I do like how you can become like this like new like mythic medallion that was like on the island. You can actually become bosses, and you can actually and to last throughout the duration of the game. It's so good, like it I, I literally just I thought to myself, Fortnite Chapter 7, when I was like playing with me mates, my first initial reaction to Chapter 7 was like, gotta say, we was coming up from the Simpsons season. I enjoyed that season so much. Like, come on, like it was so good. Um, like I really, really enjoyed it, and it is so good, and to the point where it was probably one of the best. It was so. Fortnite Chapter 7 was, they literally. I thought my first reaction was, oh my god, they literally made Fortnite great again. The last, ever great chapter that we had was Chapter 4. Chapter 4, Chapter 3, Chapter 2, and in a way, obviously Chapter 1. But, obviously, people get bored of the game. People do, play. I mean, I was like so convoluted. Like when Chapter 5, when all the metaverse stuff came out, and to be frankly honest, guys, I was literally so lost on what to actually make, Fortnite on, like what to actually make Fortnite content on, because we had we had so many like different changes to the game. Was like a lot of people, people were freaked out about the locker UI, and when Fortnite made the biggest mistake ever by removing skin rarities from the game itself. Like you couldn't really in a nutshell, guys. This was literally which is literally Fortnite's biggest mistake ever. And one of their biggest makes is by when Fortnite released when Fortnite released like rare emotes back, especially back in Chapter 4, I made so many videos on that. It's not even funny, and I made a video on that. When they bring back when they bring back the tidy and the rambunctious emotes. and like one day, like they each run back, like, you know, instantly, one day after one another. And guess what, guys? Fortnite did literally the unthinkable by removing these emotes, like, after an hour of releasing. Why would you do that? What was the reason for it? I don't know. There's no doubt in my mind that, you know, the reason why they did that is because that, you know, these emotes were actually from a lawsuit. I mean, from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I keep saying Tel Air, what? Bel Air TV series, and you know, this was a '90s show, and you know, that's probably the reason why these emotes. This lawsuit was like ages ago now. Like, so this lawsuit is probably up now to the point where Fortnite, I mean, because this is like, you know, there's this like big theory that was in a lot of people's minds, that, you know, when if Tidy and Rambunctious return, that's what they have not been out in the art shop in over 1,100 days. Tidy came to the art shop 13 times, which is quite a lot for an emote that released in Chapter 1 Season 3. And then Rambunctious only came to the iron shop a grand total of 8 times, making it more rare than Tidy. So it is kind of shocking to me, you know, and it underestimates that how much people. And then there was this theory that, I mean, we don't work for Epic Games, so like, we know we don't work in the corporate side of things, but I was going to say, you know, like Fresh was going to make a return, because Fresh has been out in a super long time. It was like last seen in it's like 2,600 days, and it did come to the shop 30 times. I do know a lot of people that own this emote, so it is not, well, it's actually the best emote, you know, in terms of days last seen. But what you've got to, you know, realise is that it's based on, you know, ownership. It's based on how many people that rock this emote. And I literally every single time I live stream to my second channel, I literally see many people like rocking this emote as well. And there was just like, you know, this like people like, you know, use emote. But when I was playing Chapter 3, I see a lot of people, you know, I see one person using this emote, so that could be a little hint that this emote, that Fortnite have not forgotten about it, and Fortnite, you know, like have plans to like release this emote. I don't know how they're going to approach this. I don't know when they're going to actually release this emote back into the Fortnite shop. And the funniest thing about this, guys, is that it's not been updated yet. So it means that, you know, it may have a possibility that this emote may not make a return. I actually don't know. Like, honestly, I mean, the possibilities are endless these days, guys. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So who knows what goes on behind closed doors? But who knows what goes on behind the scenes? But that's just the way I feel about, you know, the future of the game, guys. If you guys want to subscribe, if you guys want to see more videos, don't get subscribed for birthday also videos. And also don't forget to use code MFG in the Fortnite shop. Catch you guys in another video very soon. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night, whatever you're doing. Bye.